So before we get to the finalists and the champions, I was going to recognize the robot skills and the programming skills. So very quickly, wanted to recognize the skills team. So that was Timmy and Duncan and two people from Gladstone. There we are, Maryland, right?
Meredith!
That was close. And
Also then
Denise. Meredith and Denise. Okay, so round of applause for the thank you. So how did we do? For robot skills, we had a score of 111 from Siakram 9181A. That was third place. For second place, Gladstone 2R was 137, but a high of 122. That's adequate for 37th place in the world on the leaderboard, which wouldn't quite qualify for top 30, which is if Worlds was tomorrow, then you'd automatically qualify. But the top team was Gladstone 2Z with a score of 118, and that would be best for 19th in the world. So you don't have a trophy. You guys can come up and make a bow, okay? Because we don't have a trophy.
Angela, sit down. Chill.
19th in the world is pretty good for robot skills. Okay, programming skills. In third place, Fraser Heights, 5123, with a score of 70, total score of 70, which would be good enough for 70th in the world. Siakram's 9181A with second place with a score of 112. That would be good enough for 37th in the world. But 2Z are in top place. Again, we don't have a trophy, sorry. At a score of 116th, that's 34th best in the world. I think that's pretty good. Our tournament finalists, we don't have a trophy, but we should recognize how well they did. If I'm not correct, Hill, Collingwood, and McMath were tournament finalists, correct? You think that's worthy of recognition? But it was 2Z, 2R from Gladstone, and 1700A, that's Mosscrop, who finished as the champions, and we do have a trophy for that. So you guys gonna come down?
I'm not here. What is
They do have the
So we were the judges that were sitting on a table back there. For the people who did not know that there's technical judging that happens, well, here we are. And this is what qualifies you for another additional 5 to 6 awards. So let's get started. The teams was amazing. There was a wide variety of robots that were out there. And I think this is the reason that I've been judging for the last so many years. I'm gonna start with the Judges' Choice Awards. So, this team had a very good game strategy. They had a very solid build, and we think that the ratchet mechanism was really, really cool. Team 1010A. The next award is the Create Award. This is for a robot that displays a creative engineering solution to the game. So this is a robot that had brakes, sensors pretty much everywhere, and tubing, pneumatic tubing to store extra air. That's illegal! It's 4549B.
That's illegal. That's illegal. It's illegal.
Yo, breaking laws like the real hometown boys. And the rubber bands.
Rubber bands?
Yeah, the rubber bands.
Illegal?
It's in the They're not even plastic, man.
The next one is the Build Award. Now, the funny thing is that we forgot to build a trophy for it, but you guys can come down and take a picture with us.
We'll get you a trophy later.
Yes. I can make you a trophy. So this is for a team with a clean, well-crafted, robust robot. So over here I'm looking at how the wiring's done. Is it going to get stuck on other stuff? Is it well planned? Is it robust enough that people won't just shove you around in this? So for this we have robot 5123. 5123. Next, we have the Amaze Award. This is for a team with an amazing, well-rounded and top-performing robot. So, this well-rounded team, this robot performed and amazed us with its speed and dexterity, and I think every time I watched the game when these guys were on the field, there were no balls left. I would like to award this to 2R.
Go Homer!
Homer!
Homer's the person too. I love you, Homer.
Next up, we have the Design Award. This is Best Robotic Design as determined by interviews and on-field observation. If for the people who did come out for judging, and notice every time we ask you, do you have a notebook? Well, this is why you have a notebook. For a very well-rounded robot and very good documentation, design process, and very well put together team, the Design Award goes to 9594C.
So I neglected to mention when we gave out the tournament champions that those teams qualify for the provincial championship in March. This following award also does. It's the Excellence Award for the best robot overall amongst both performance and design. That award at this competition goes to
2Y.
2Y? 2Y? 2Y?
2Z. That's it for the competition. Wanted to, just before we break, have another thank you for our hosts. This has been a tremendous facility. The Fraser Heights team kept us fed. They set up last night. They're going to help us tear down tonight. And they were doing the field setting. Well, the field setting is the job that in this year's game really deserves a standing ovation. Let's have a big thank you for Fraser Heights and the hosts. Thank you to all of you for making it such a pleasant competition. Our next competition is, there's one on Vancouver Island at Shawnigan Lake. That's got to be for those teams that are thinking about doing the cheapest trip over, like field trip ever. They put you up, they feed you. It's a tremendous and looking like quite a challenging tournament. That same day, there will also be a novice tournament. And then the last one this year, before we go into next season, there will be the December qualifier at Gladstone. Okay, thank you all very much. Look forward to seeing you next time.
I'll mention it. That final, that's